Well, the limitation of constituencies in Nigeria is a responsibility vested by the Constitution on INEC to review the constituencies in Nigeria every 10 years or after every successful conduct of census. And the last time that kind of exercise was carried out was in 2006. And that's exactly 20 years ago. Now, the nature and shapes of our constituencies as at then is quite different from what is obtainable now because of rapid increase in populations we're having and the spatial distribution of the population across the nations. Now, take, for example, my constituencies. There are constituencies that are as small as 122,000, while there are constituencies that are as large as 1.5 million, being represented by one single person. I think that is a serious imbalance. Serious imbalance. Lopsidedness, I can call it. So I now try to call on the INEC. It's high time. It's high time for INEC to come over and review the constituency delineation so as to bring equality in the representations. Because as it is now, we can now say that some constituencies are grossly underrepresented, while some are overrepresented. And that is not good for our daring democracy. So we need to really, this time around, support the government of the change, support the INEC boss, give him all the support in terms of the laws, in terms of financial provisions, so that that kind of exercise can be done for people to feel comfortable with the kind of democracy we are running in Nigeria. Because there is a lot of cry of marginalizations, that some particular side of the particular communities, particular parts of the countries feel neglected, feel dominated, feel underrepresented. Take, for example, the constituency I'm representing. It's a constituency that is made up of almost 2 million number of people being represented by one single person. Then in that case, I can now say my constituency is underrepresented as far as representation is concerned in Nigeria. And most importantly, the 2 tablets of Panadol that is being given to every constituency for development to cure the headache of constituencies in Nigeria cannot cure my constituency. And I think that is the reason why we remain underdeveloped for quite a period of time. So that is why I feel in the interest of my constituencies and other members that are having similar problem that I have, I raise that motion on that spirit. And by the recommendations of the House, the Speaker said a similar motion has been passed some times ago, and this time that I have now moved the motion is like an emphasis on what has been presented earlier before, so that this whole exercise can be a success story.
All right, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Sails through.
Yeah.